What if there are a few parallels between Roxas and Yozora? Just think about it. Between Roxas's necklace and Yozora's earrings, they both share the same emblem. They also both dual-wield weapons. And maybe you recall that nobody's referring to Roxas as their liege.
Roxas, I'm gonna find you.
Just like Noctis is a prince of his kingdom, and then Verum Rex meaning true king in Latin. And the choreography between Kingdom Hearts 1's Secret Ending and the Versus 13 trailers is shockingly similar. I know it's easy to shrug off Kingdom Hearts 1's Secret Ending as a concept for Nomura's future projects, but I'd like to take it a step further. Today I'm going to be diving a little more into Yozora, along with the powers he claims to possess. Now stick with me because Versus 13 is going to be important to this discussion. First, let's explore what Unreality is. Chances are you have no idea. We're left to assume Master of Masters is our only lead, but XEHANORT may just be another key to solving all of this. So much so, I think his plan in summoning Kingdom Hearts has always been an attempt to recreate a path to Quadratum. Let's unpack this. What do we know about Unreality? It's a world of neither light nor darkness. It's a place where voices and sight cannot reach. Sora is there.
Your voice can't reach us here. Now I'm certain of where your heart is.
Kairi has memories of it.
Kairi's memories.
Riku has dreams of it. And the Nameless Star has the heart in which to perform the power of waking to reach a version of it. And let's throw this out there. I think that XEHANORT has data of Quadratum. We know this because of Toybox. Yen Sid also literally tells us that XEHANORT has known about this world since at least his time as a researcher. And then doubling down on the fact that in his time in Scala, it was known that the Keyblade Masters crossed into another world, and that XEHANORT looked more deeply into that world. And hell, we even know young Master XEHANORT met up with the Master of Masters himself. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait for that. Dark Road got delayed once again, and this time we don't have a date.
What comes next is too important.
Back to that point, it's no wonder he has such an interest in numbers 9 through 12 in his organization.
How do you suppose I chose numbers 9 through 12?
Because our hearts are uber powerful.
Wrong.
If you're interested in a video about Dimix and Luxord's true identity, go ahead and leave a subscription, because I have some plans for that. So with Xemnas having data of Quadratum, what could he have possibly done with that? Well, what I think is Xemnas created a copy of Quadratum.
So we made a copy of the world, and then pulled those hearts apart.
In the form of the world that never was. Sounds a bit on the nose like Unreality to me. Not only that, I think the world that never was shares a similar name to the world ends with you for a reason. They're both based off of cities with tall buildings and skyscrapers. And it didn't exist before Kingdom Hearts 2. And I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, there's literally a direct parallel between the Verum Rex trailer and the ending of the game. So at the beginning of this video, I showed a quick little rundown comparing the Riku and Roxas fight to Final Fantasy Versus 13. Noctis and Roxas both share a similar goal here. Their target? A man with white hair. But here's the problem. I don't know who the guy in the Versus 13 trailer is. So I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy 15 over on my Twitch channel, if y'all want to drop down into the description and follow my Twitch. And I don't even know if the guy's even still in the game, so I guess that'll be a fun waste of time. So again, what is Unreality? It's a world that doesn't exist. Cannot exist even. Nothingness in its eternal stasis. Final Fantasy Versus 13, a dead project that will never see the light of day. And Quadratum is all that remains. Tied to reality through dreams. A dream that neither light nor darkness can penetrate, and voices cannot escape. Unseen by the eye, as the Master of Masters puts it. Or at least, that's what I think. Next, let's talk about Yozora's power. I think I have an idea of what it is. The only other time we see a dive to heart is when the power of waking is being used. As an example, when Riku dived in to save Sora from his nightmare. And then again, we see it when Sora's traversing worlds to reach hearts. But I don't think Yozora's using the power of waking at all. Here's my theory. Yozora's power is the power of Repose. The power to guide or reposition a heart to a world through dreams. Sora turning to crystal is that power in work. If we look to Final Fantasy 13 to figure out how crystal stasis works, those who return to crystal are named l'Cie, to keep it simple. When they do enter crystal stasis, they glow blue. That's what we see with Sora. And when they awaken, they glow a reddish orange. That sounds kind of familiar. Oh yeah, the secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 literally shows Sora waking up in an orangish hue. And it doesn't end there. Yozora's eyes match that exact description. Blue and red. And to take it a step further, the sea who are turned to crystal dream of things that they cherish. So if we're to wonder why Riku is dreaming of Quadratum, it's probably because he's actually diving into Sora's dreams. The one thing I'm kind of suspicious about is when Yozora's looking down on Riku, he kind of squints at him. Could it be because of the man with white hair that subjected him to his new appearance? I think it might be likely. Unfortunately, I think Dark Road holds the final piece to the puzzle. The full context of the exchange between Xehanort and the Master of Masters, and the discussion of the power that Xehanort has to make a change. I think Xehanort's plan is far from over. But Xehanort is dead, I hear you say in the comments. Is he really? If you made it to the end of this video, consider letting your heart submit to the subscribe button, as I'll be making videos just like this in the future. Again, if you'd like to catch my first playthrough of Final Fantasy 15.
Oh! Fuck me! What the fuck? That was the best jump scare ever. Hello? Oh my god. I almost fucking shit my pants, dude.
I'll leave a link to my Twitch channel below. And remember, if you can imagine a world, believe in it and dive in.